The Forgotten Cabin. In the autumn of 2021, 5 friends, Emily, Jack, Sarah, Liam, and Claire, planned a weekend getaway in the Appalachian Mountains. They rented an old, isolated cabin known as Everwood Lodge, a place rumored to have a tragic past. The owner warned them to leave by Sunday evening without giving any reason. On the first night, they laughed around the fire, sharing ghost stories. Outside, the wind howled, rattling the windows. Emily joked, "Maybe the ghosts are real." Skeptical, Sarah laughed it off. By the second night, strange things began happening. Liam woke up to the sound of scratching outside his window. Jack swore he saw a figure watching them from the tree line. The group searched the area but found nothing. Sunday morning came, and a thick fog settled over the forest. Their phone signals were dead, and the GPS failed to work. They decided to pack up and leave, but as they walked down the narrow dirt paths, they kept finding themselves back at the cabin, no matter which direction they took. Panic set in. Hours passed, and night fell. The cabin felt larger, darker, and more menacing. Frightened, Claire suggested they stay the night and try again at dawn. Reluctantly, they agreed. That night, Emily disappeared. Her scream echoed through the woods, but they couldn't find her. One by one, the friends vanished. First Liam, then Jack. Sarah and Claire barricaded themselves inside the cabin, their hearts pounding. Around midnight, Sarah whispered, "Did you hear that?" Claire heard it too. A faint humming, like a lullaby, was coming from the basement, a place they hadn't dared to explore. Trembling, they descended the creaking stairs. The basement was empty, except for a wooden rocking chair moving on its own. On its seat was a dusty photograph of 5 people standing in front of the same cabin. They looked just as terrified as them, but were dressed in old-fashioned clothes. In the photo, their eyes were hollow, black voids. Behind them, a voice whispered, "You've finally come home." The world spun, and darkness consumed them. Epilogue. Months later, hikers found the abandoned, ivy-covered cabin. There was no trace of the friends, except for a new photograph in the basement, a faded image of Emily, Jack, Sarah, Liam, and Claire, now with hollow eyes, smiling from the past.